When Coach Gaspard resigned a couple of weeks ago, we were in the market for a coach, and I was looking for somebody that had head coaching experience. I was looking for somebody that understood and had been in the SEC. I was looking for somebody that had a passion to coach at Alabama. And I was looking for somebody who had a drive to go to Omaha. Before I get further into that, though, I want to recognize a few people. We have, I know, one trustee here, Trustee Sam Phelps and former Trustee Paul Bryant are here. Would you recognize them? We have a bunch of head coaches here, and I don't know if I can see all of them in the lights, but I can see Avery Johnson right here, and Christy Curry, and Jay Sewell, and I forgot his name there for a minute, but not long, and Patrick Murphy, and who we got some good softball prospects over here and we'll be recruiting. Wes Hart, Larry Davis, Dana Duckworth, Mick Potter, Jenny Mines, George Husak, Dan Waters. Anybody else? Any other coaches? Heather Cook is our boss of all of us. She's Mal Moore's daughter, and she keeps us all straight. There are probably other dignitaries. I know we got a lot of staff that has worked hard on this project, and I want to thank them, but we won't recognize them, and if I've left anybody out, I'm sorry. But our new coach has head coaching experience at every level. Everywhere he's been, he has won. He was a pitching coach at Kentucky for 4 years. He was a head coach at Montevallo, so he knows the state of Alabama. I want to read to you a letter that I got, interestingly enough, after we had decided that he was our man and after we had offered him the job. But it sums up our feeling about our new coach. This is from his former athletic director at Campbell University. It says, "I don't have to tell you that Greg Goff is a winner. After taking Montevallo to the World Series, he turned Campbell baseball upside down with 3 40-win seasons and a regional. We were able to build a new stadium with his efforts. Campbell had never won 30 games before, and he left campus with 40 wins as our new normal. The entire community fell in love with him, with his passion, his ability to fundraise and to friend raise for a program that has been bad for years. His beautiful family and those 4 girls were a fixture at our games. What he has done at Louisiana Tech in 2 short years is nothing short of amazing. To take a 40-loss team and turn them into a 40-win team is incredible. His dream job is to come to Alabama. A lot of people throw around the term Omaha. That is exactly where he is going. Greg has a great plan, is passionate, as I'm sure you know, and will win the state in recruiting. He is low maintenance for administration, which is a good thing, but is high maintenance as a coach as he gets the absolute most out of his players and wins everywhere he's been. He would walk to Tuscaloosa if you asked him to. I just wanted you to know my passion for a former coach of mine who has Omaha written all over him. So I want you to welcome, before I do that though, I want you to welcome our new first family of baseball, Miss Tina. Would you stand? And I think in order, Kenzie and Kobe and Kylie and Kara, would you stand, please? Please welcome our new baseball coach, Greg Goff.
My wife is not blind, guys, so I know I kicked my coverage, as Coach Saban would say. But what an honor to be here and to be a part of this today. This has been an overwhelming day for me and my family. God is good. God is good. It's just an unbelievable day for us to come here, to be a part of this. Started early this morning and has continued all the way through today. And I'm so blessed and thankful to be a part of this family and tradition here at the University of Alabama. I want to thank Dr. Bell, the Board of Trustees, and Coach for allowing me to live out my dream. 46 years old, and today accumulates a lot of moving, a lot of tears, a lot of relationships, a lot of goodness in people, and it's an honor for me to be a part of this and to be standing in front of you today. Like Coach said, with my family, if I don't sit up here and thank my wife, Tina, for not only moving to 7 different states, to have 4 daughters in 4 different states, we kept trying. Just didn't happen, So it's amazing when I got the job at Louisiana Tech a few years ago, the high school football coach brought his son to my camp. And I went over and introduced myself to him, and he says, "Coach, I know who you are. You got 4 girls." I was like, good gosh, isn't that amazing? So all you football coaches, I'm sorry, I didn't deliver any boys, but maybe the softball teams and girls sports will be happy. But just want to thank Tina and my girls for allowing us to move and to do the things that we do. Today is my 21st anniversary, so happy anniversary. This is an awesome day. This journey began as a head coach just right up the road at the University of Montevallo. That's where I got my first head job, leaving the SEC as a pitching coach and making that dream. And a guy named Mike Kinsella hired me there and gave me the opportunity to start this journey. And went from there to Bowie's Creek, North Carolina, at Campbell University, another great place. Stan Williamson and Mr. Bob Roller there. And then the opportunity just a couple of years ago to go to Louisiana Tech. And Tommy McClellan and Dr. Geis, again, opened that door for me to have a chance to get to a big university, the Conference USA, and just so thankful for all those people in my life that's given me an opportunity, that believed in Greg Goff and given me a chance to be a head coach and do all those things. Going to a place for 2 years and leaving is tough. That wasn't the plan. We had an awesome opportunity there and was very blessed to be there. And when Coach Battle called and we talked about the Alabama job, I thought I was dreaming. I wouldn't have left Ruston, Louisiana if it wasn't my dream job. We loved Louisiana Tech and what we were doing there. To take a team that had won 14 games before we got there to 42 and to get to a regional this year was, a very emotional attachment. And for us to walk away there, it had to be a special place. And the University of Alabama is the place we want to be. I want to thank Coach Gaspard and what he's done for this program. I've known Coach for a while, and his dedication and hard work of what he's done for this program, I have the utmost respect for. He's leaving this program in really good shape. I'm coming into a great place. I feel great about the players that have been here, that are here, the facilities. I know how hard he worked to make this commitment to this university, and I'm forever indebted to Coach Gaspard and what he's done with that. There were four coaches before I became a head coach that gave me an opportunity as a player. Coach Bill Marchand at Delta State. He just passed away this week. It was a tough time for me as a mentor passing away, but he passed away this week. And Coach Kennison at Delta State. And then at Southeast Missouri, Coach Mark Hogan, and then Keith Madison really opened that door and gave me a chance to be the pitching coach at the University of Kentucky. And all those 4 men have been great mentors to me and meant a lot to my life. As we take over this program, our number one goal is recruiting. Our number one goal is to win this state. The University of Alabama is a tremendous opportunity for kids in this state. If kids hadn't heard from Greg Goff in the next 24 to 48 hours, they will. We're going to recruit this state. We're going to own this state. We're not going to lose to this state. I know when we were playing in Starkville a few weeks ago, there was some roster spots from Alabama. That can't happen. We got to keep these guys in the state of Alabama. We got to grow and continue to build those relationships. As I was at the University of Montevallo for 4 years, we built great relationships with the high schools. There's great high school baseball here in the state of Alabama. Great coaches, great summer league programs. And that makes my job so much easier whenever I can be fed great players. And so we're really excited about the opportunity of building this right here in the state of Alabama. We've got to win the recruiting wars here, and I look forward to being in homes and all around this state to win those guys. And I know Coach and them did a great job and got some tremendous commitments already for the 17 and 18 class, and looking forward to building those relationships from that standpoint. You know, I also just want to as a coach, you know, to me, we're as good as our players. And as I walked in the door to see some of my former players here today, those relationships that we have grown over the last 21 years of coaching baseball are really the main reason that we do it. You know, wins and losses go. But to walk in that room today and to see my former players that believed in Greg Goff when we were a little Division II school or a small Division I school, it means a lot. It means a lot. And those relationships, they don't stop whenever we stop coaching. They're just beginning. And just really thankful for all the coaches, all the assistant coaches and all the players that have played for me, because I heard it was a little tough to play for me. So I heard I was a little tough. So, you know, the biggest thing when I came to campus is to walk into this facility. This is amazing. Coach Battle, thank you. Thank Coach Gatch, all you guys that have made this one of the best facilities in the country. I was overwhelmed to see the investment and the commitment that's here. And you bring a young man into this facility, he won't leave here uncommitted. I can tell you that. It's an awesome opportunity, and the chance to play in the SEC and to play for championships are vital to what we're doing. So really, really excited about that. So my number one goal is to recruit, get out here and recruit. The next thing is to get our alumni together, unify our alumni. That's my goal, is to have alumni functions, to have guys come back and get out here and have an alumni game, and to do all those things, you know, all the way from Coach Sewell all the way up, you know, Coach Schellenberger and Coach Wells and Coach Gatt, all the great coaches that have been here. My job and one of my biggest goals is to unify our alumni, bring them in here and let them see that I want them to be proud of what we do. I want them to be proud of the players that we put out on this field at the Joe. I want them to walk in here and know I'm proud that I play at the University of Alabama. And that's another goal that I have as a coach here. And then, you know, as we talk about moving forward with the program, when I got here, let's hope this time next year we're sitting here having a chance to host a super regional. This facility, we should be hosting regionals, and that's our goal, is to host regionals, to bring 3 other teams to Tuscaloosa and then beat them and then move on to the next round. You know, that's our goal. And hopefully, as we get through this and we grow and we recruit with this facility and this fine university, then we'll get back to Omaha, get back to have a chance to play for a national championship. Now, see these coaches up here today, I've met with some already that have won national championships and have won at the biggest level. I will be calling you guys. I will be at y'all's door finding out the secrets that you guys have done. And I want to thank y'all for being here with that. And just to get, you know, the Grand Slammers Club, I know that is a huge, vital part of this program. My goal is to load the Grand Slammers Club up from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and take you to Omaha, Nebraska in the next few years. That's my goal. I can promise you, good Lord willing, we bring in the right players, the right energy, and the right passion, we're going to get there. I promise you. It's been done before with great coaches, and hopefully as we build this thing up, my dream would be getting those guys back to Omaha. People ask how we're going to do it. We're going to, you know, my philosophy as a coach, my thing, if you look back at what we've done at building different places is finding kids with character, finding kids that have a goal and aspirations of getting a great degree from the University of Alabama, having a chance to grow and develop as a baseball player in our program, have a chance to play for an SEC championship, have a chance to get a degree, and all those things are vital for me as a coach and what we're going to ask our players to do every day. We're going to ask them to go to class. We're going to ask them to sit in the first 2 rows. We're going to ask them to not wear their hats backwards. We're going to ask them when they go into restaurants to represent us in a first-class manner. We're going to ask them to do a lot of things. But in return, I think for us to get to the big picture of things, I think all the little things add up to those big things. And you can't do that big thing unless you have a lot of little things that add up. So as a coach, those are the things that we're going to ask our players to do. And I think that as we've been able to build things and build programs over the last few years, I think that's been really a key ingredient for me. People ask about how kind of coach you are. Well, you can see, you can go on different things, I'm sure, and see. I'm going to ask our players to be relentless on that field. We're going to ask them to play for 27 outs. We're going to ask them to go out there and represent the name on this front of the jersey and not the back. We're going to ask them to play with energy and passion, because you can tell I'm going to coach that way. I hate to say it, but I tore my calf muscle off this past year down at Louisiana Lafayette. Big game. We hadn't beaten them in a long time. Big rivalry. Guy coming around third base. I'm wheeling him in. Next thing I know, I thought somebody hit me with a baseball in the back of my calf. I said, my gosh, they really don't like us. They just threw a baseball at me. And I looked around, there wasn't a baseball. And then I felt my leg and my calf, and I was like, either I'm getting old or I'm getting too excited. So it wasn't a baseball. It was a very bad pulled muscle. So after walking across or hobbling back across the dugout, that was not very much fun down at Raging Cajun country. So it's pretty crazy. But we're going to play and coach relentlessly and have a lot of passion. We're going to have fun. I want these guys to have a great experience here. I'm going to ask them to put their faith first. I'm going to ask them to put their family next. I'm going to ask them to put their education next. And then we're going to have baseball right there behind those 3 things. And then after that, we don't have to worry about anything else, because that's going to take enough time up as it is. So it's a great day. I'm so excited to be here. So thankful for everybody to be a part of this thing. And I want to thank you for allowing my dream to come true today. I know it's been a lot of tears, and I'm doing as good as I can before I get too emotional. I'm a very emotional guy, but just as this accumulates from our family, being, stressed across this United States and the relationships that we've had, the places and ties that we've had, I promise you this. This is a dream come true for me. And to be here in front of you, to be the next baseball coach at the University of Alabama, is something I cherish and will respect. I'm very humbled and honored to be a part of this program, to be a part of this family now. And I can promise you this, we're going to do things right every single day. We're going to thank the good Lord every day, put our feet down and go to work and build this program to something somebody can be proud of. And it's something I've been waiting to say for a long time. Roll Tide. Thank you very much.